North London derby, Arsenal versus Tottenham. Let's get into it. What's good, people? Back with another video. It's the North London derby, Arsenal versus Tottenham, and this is huge. This derby couldn't have come at a better time of the season. It's one of those games where it's massive by default. This is a proper rivalry. This isn't like, it's not forced. It's not made about titles. It doesn't matter about form. It doesn't matter about if we're first or second. It's not about if we're playing in the semi-finals against each other or the final. This is about North London. This is red versus white. This is Arsenal Tottenham. It's a proper derby. The hatred for either side is, it runs in the blood. It runs in the veins. It's in the history. It's ingrained in us. This is always a must win. You know, I've seen people online saying, I've seen United fans saying, they'd rather see City win the league than Arsenal. I've seen City fans say they'd rather see United win the league than Arsenal. I've seen Man United fans saying they'd rather see Liverpool win than see Arsenal win. That's how you know they're not rivals, because I would never want to see Tottenham win anything again. They've won their first title, first cup, first bit of silverware in 17 years. They used to win the FA Cup when I was a kid in school, with Gary Mabbott and Nadal and Gascoigne and Lineker, those sorts of players. They haven't won anything since then, which is great. I'm happy. Someone asked me, would I take Arsenal winning the league or Spurs getting relegated? I would take Spurs getting relegated over winning anything. I would be so happy to see Spurs playing in the Championship. Anyway, let's get into the nitty gritty. Now, I don't normally talk about the other team's form because I believe that this league is about Arsenal versus Arsenal or Arsenal versus Arteta. Yeah? But I think the form is important. It's a North London derby and you're going to see why. So we look at Spurs' recent form. They lost their last game to Newcastle 2-1. I don't think I watched that game. To be fair, I don't really watch a lot of Spurs, unless I have to. I watched Spurs get beat by United. They lost that game 2-0. So the 2 games on the trot they've lost. They drew with City 2-2. Fair result at home. They drew with Burnley 2-2 as well. And they beat Frankfurt, I believe. But let's look at the North London derby. So we've played Spurs, let's say the last 10 games, because I want to go too far back because then it becomes irrelevant. The last 10 games, I think I looked earlier, Spurs have beat Arsenal once in 10 games. And that was they beat us 3-0. The score's irrelevant. They beat us once in 10 games. We've drawn one of those and we've won the rest of them. So you could say that the odds are stacked against Spurs. They are playing at home. But their home form hasn't been that great this season. Their away form was really good. And that's good news for us. Our away form hasn't been the best recently. Let's face it. I think we've won 3 and drawn 2 in the last 5. We drew with Brentford. We drew with Wolves. We drew with Wolves and we drew with Brentford as well away. So it's like, it's getting tough. It really is getting tough. Our away form's not been great. We're not scoring a lot of goals. Our defence has been great, but we're just not scoring enough goals. And it's like the fans are getting back to that lack of creativity, and that's what we want to see. So my question is, who's going to turn up in this North London derby? Saka just signed a new contract. Is he going to turn up? He's going to show us these are the games that we need him most in. these are the games we need Bukayo Saka to turn up. We really do. Because I've been saying it for 3, 4 seasons. He's the one player that pulls us through. He's the one player that's made us challenge for these titles. Without him, I don't think we'd even be challenging. Previously, this season maybe not, but previously we wouldn't be challenging. So is Saka going to turn up, get an assist, get a goal, make it happen? I want Gabriel to turn up. I want him to act. We were saying previously that we need players who actually play like captains. Is Gabriel going to play like a captain? Martinelli, I need you to turn up. I need Martinelli to turn up. I need Trossard to turn up. I need Madueke to play and turn up. Zubimendi, Declan Rice, Saliba, Timber. Don't want to see nothing scatty. Unless it's getting messy, cool. Let's get messy. Let's get physical. But let's not do nothing stupid and get sent off. But if it has to get scatty and messy, let's do that. But I need the boys to turn up tomorrow. I need them to turn up. Gyökeres, need you to turn up. Need you to get a goal. It's North London derby. You need to be scoring. So these are the big names in our side we need to play. So starting 11, sticking goal, David Raya. It's Premier League. David Raya starts, even though he made an idiot mistake against Wolves. I still don't understand it. I've watched it back a million times. Don't understand it. Either you're getting the ball or you're not. But you don't fanny about. Either you plough through Gabriel and punch that ball where it needs to go, or you just stand your ground and stay in goal. I feel like he gets bored, makes silly mistakes, and he shouldn't, man. He needs to be switched on, man. You're a Premier League goalkeeper. Switch on. It makes me wonder if that's why he doesn't play for Spain. But anyway, Rare in goal, Cappy on the left, solid. I think he's been great. I love his aggression. For me to get him full time into the season. Love his tenacity, his willingness to go forward. He wants to put the ball in the box. He wants to put the ball in the back of the net as well. And Capier, my first choice left back. Before that, I was battling between Skelly and Calafiori, and I was always picking Skelly because I preferred his mindset going forward, whether he's making mistakes or not. Now all of a sudden, Calafiori's making mistakes. The Calafiori brigade's gone quiet. No one's calling him out saying you've made a mistake again. But when it's Skelly, it's loud, and we know why. But anyway, right back, Ben White for me. Please put Ben White in that right back position. Him and Saka cause problems. Ben White will be up for the North London derby without any hesitation. Saliba and Gabriel centre backs. I want to see them two angry, fighting, not making mistakes. Aggression. Stick it on Solanke early. Van der Ven, if he makes a run forward, stick it on him as well. Midfield. Declan. This is my midfield, by the way. This isn't the midfield we're ever going to see. But Declan Rice. I want to see Eze in the 8 and Saka in the 10. I like the look of that. Like the look of Saka in the 10 at the start of the last game. But I feel like he drifted too much over to the right. I think he needs to stay in that central position, and we'll get more from him. I hope it's something he moves forward with rather than just a one-off and then change it. And I feel like it just needs more guidance, more focus, needs to be more structured. And then I want to see Noni Madueke on the right, Martinelli on the left. I want Martinelli and Madueke running at the defenders. Whether you lose the ball or not, go at them. You're both fast wingers. People are frightened of you. You're such a crazy amount of pace. Run at them, man. Make them make mistakes. We're set piece again, ole. We need to get set pieces in order to get those goals. So force the defender to go at you. Force the defender to have bad timing, concede corners, concede free kicks on the edge of the box. and then Victor Gyökeres up front. But yeah, I want to see Declan Rice, Eze, and Saka. I don't think we need two defensive midfielders in midfield. I've been saying this from the start of the season. Just watch Man City and I watched O'Reilly. Now, start of this year, this guy was supposed to be like a defender slash CDM kind of player. Just fills in if he needs to in midfield. He scored 2 goals. We don't need 2 CDMs. We don't need them. The game is changed. We need 2 creative midfielders in the midfield, which would be Eze and Saka, or Eze and Havertz, or Eze and Odegaard, or Eze and Marino, or whoever it may be. And look, do you know what? I'd be happy if we said we're going to play Norgard, Rice, and Eze in midfield, and then put Saka on the right. I'd be happy with that. But Zubimendi for me just doesn't give enough going forward. This North London derby, we need to see him getting forward. But anyway, that's my starting 11. Let me know what yours is in the comments. Always interesting to see what other fans and supporters' mindsets are and what they think. And just give me a little reason as to why you're choosing certain players as well. Because I always find it interesting. Because I think, okay, I've seen that in that player. I've seen that in Zubimendi I like. But then I've seen this in Eze that I like. And it's like, where's the balance? I think that's where I say it's Arteta versus Arsenal, because he's trying to find the correct balance of this team. It's almost for me like the England team. No one can put Foden, Palmer, Saka, Bellingham, Eze, Madueke, Gordon in the midfield and be like, it's going to work here. This is how we're going to do it. Everyone struggles. Every pundit struggles. Manager struggle. It's a tough choice. And you never know which one's going to be right. So my score prediction for tomorrow, we're going 3-0 to Arsenal. We beat them 4-1 at the Emirates. I'm saying 3-0 to the Arsenal. Confident. But yeah, I've just seen the Man City game. City won 2-1. They shouldn't have won 2-1 though. I'm not going to say nothing from them, but Dan Burn put the ball in the back of the net. It was classed as offside. Trying to think who pushed him now. I can't remember who pushed him. It weren't Shirky. I can't remember. Someone, defender pushed him in the back, which made him go offside. But then he headed it, and it's like, well, if you're getting pushed to be offside, surely that's a free kick. It would have been a penalty. But yeah, don't know, man. Should have been 2-2 in my eyes. But yep, they took 3 points home to Newcastle. O'Reilly, 2 goals. Decent goals as well, I'm not going to lie. Hall scored a pretty good goal as well for Newcastle. But yeah, 2 points in it. And like I said, it's us against Arteta. I don't think we need to worry about them until we go to the Etihad, which is in April, I believe. Then we need to worry about City. But until then, we just focus. We get the points. 3 points tomorrow. We keep it moving. Guys, I'll see you after the game. Peace.